uh, regulators generally shape what gets built and how it needs to be built, right? First of all, is that a break on ambition or a hidden advantage? Swaminathan sir, the increasing complexity in regulation, is it a threat or a moat or a entry barrier for clients?
Regulations, whether it is in pharma manufacturing or in engineering design, I would call it a moat. It is it's an insurance. It ensures that what you build will stand the test of time. Okay? Because the rules and regulations under whichever regulation you say, whether it is Electricity Act or the engineering codes for civil codes or even FDA, it's not meant to be bypassed. You have to follow it, and there is a basis behind all that. So I won't call it a moat, because the moment you call it a moat, you get a feeling that someone is there to attack you.
Got it.
It is both for yourself and for the consultant. You are not expected to bypass these rules. You have to follow those rules if you are there for a long term. So you have to follow standards, whether it is for anybody and everybody. It is for the good of the public, good of the facility, good of the investor, that you follow all the rules and regulations and set up a facility.
Got it. Kante sir, where's the biggest gap between how India works and how the authorities like a FDA or a EMA accepts things the way it should be?
See, answering this question, a lot of things occur to my mind, and I can tell you with confidence that we have never, of late, have never come across any gaps between Indian facilities and with the expectation with respect to the infrastructure. Over a period of time, we ourselves have gained so much knowledge and things like that. Hardly there is anything. If you were to take the review of all the 483s in a couple of years, so we have Dronacharya of industry sitting over here, and he would endorse my views over there. Hardly there are any things concerning. I have never seen anything that your flow is wrong or your HVAC is short design or things like that. Finish all that we are lived past that kind of. Where we get big thing is the compliance part of it, the documentation, the following of the regulatory requirement, understanding of the regulatory matter, and I'm very sorry to use the word, it's an integrity issue, because that is something which will open up a lot of debate. But 90% of our problem is integrity. I can tell you a small example, if you allow me to say, that I ran operations in UK for my company, and in one of the MHRA of inspection, one of the guys who came, he was my colleague in one of my previous jobs in MNC. And I can tell you that plant of where I worked, the UK plant, if it was in India, I don't think it would have passed local FDA, forget about. So then I asked him, why you guys are so selective that in such facilities you close your eyes and pass it, and in India you really want us to walk over water. Why this thing? He said that if you can allow me to use one word, and he said integrity. Tell you very frankly, it's very unfortunate for me to repeat his word. He said, we just don't trust your data. You guys generate your data when the things are not there. So that is the biggest problem we have got. If you read all the 483s, you will say that 90% of the issue is that falsification, data integrity, not recording. Can you imagine companies with having huge consultant and all? We have observations like this. There are a lot of unexplained discrepancies. This is the first 483 we start with this thing. I mean, sometimes you can just print it like that without even knowing that. How can we have that kind of thing? We have so many experts sitting across the table, and this is a kind of issue. Our validation data does not tally with the findings, and so many things are happening. I mean, we talk about the machines, we validate the process, we don't show any interruption in power, and we don't have even a generator also in the plant. Now, how can they facilitate? I mean, you can get such kind of. This is where the regulatory gaps exist, and that I think we have to walk. We have big machines. We have got all these things. We have seen that big issue which happened in 2008. people have validated the equipment even they were not arrived in India. Okay. Now this is published data. I'm not disclosing any secret about it. So this is the kind of, and this is the biggest company that is paving the way out of it. This is at the back of mind of the regulators. They come with a suspicious eye. Why they want, even Mr. Swaminathan was saying, why don't you make a tableting machine when you are just copying bloody Elizabeth and all this kind of, why don't you make it? The trouble is, if they make it, nobody will trust them that this machine will work. This machine, I'm associated with one company where I'm a director. Their coating machines, we have to burn a lot of midnight oil in convincing they are better than the world's best. And now it took about 10, 12 years to see that. Now people say, oh, this make, that's better than. But it took about 12, 15 years to convince the industry that this is what. Just imagine. And when the machines were as good as they are here, even probably when the technological inputs kept on adding, but quality-wise there was no issue. Try to understand. This is our own reputation we ourselves have created. Very sorry to say, in spite of the technological advantages we earn, all this kind of, this is one small pinch of salt in the whole this thing of milk that is spoiling. Integrity, falsification, quality of data, and manipulative. That's in our blood. You see, today's new drug controller in India, I mean Maharashtra has come. He's shaking up the whole thing, and it believes that earlier were there at the head of the drug department was run by a washerman or an IAS officer. The way he is finding it out, you must be knowing it. You can see that every day, and in some 1 month time, he has taken off it. Some 700 or 800 raids have been committed. Do you think that this was the quality we were talking about? That's all. I think this should answer the.
Yeah, I think it's more of a perception that needs to be corrected.
More of this person. Technology-wise, technique-wise, we are nothing. Our facilities are absolutely well designed and very well taken care.
Singh sir, compliance, as Kantesar said, where do you see most often that compliance is considered at the end instead of the start of the project?
You're right, because we often see compliance as a validation activity in the design stage. And that is where we see material flow, man movement, process flow, contamination control, data integrity is a major challenge we find. Because that is all discussed later on after the product plant is made. If this is all brought in the initial stage, in the design stage, things will become much smoother and the whole industry will run very appropriately. And that is why Spectrum has got some expertise in this area. They should use them because often we have seen they are able to plug all these loopholes.
Right from the start.
Right from the start. That is very beneficial. As the industry is very huge, all are not following similar practices. If they can bring these best practice, I am sure industry will improve as well.
Got it.